Welcome back to the Mitch of MitchEllaCo, the #1 YouTube channel, travel channel, yes. I'm gonna do a great job for you. Ella's behind the camera filming today. She might make an appearance, a cameo, or might not, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you through, we're in Belgium. Wow. And we are in a new town that we've not been in. This is gonna be, I think, our 20th, right around their country that we've taken you guys to and been into. We actually stayed the night last night right there in that cute little hotel called Hotel Agora. It was literally a cute little hotel. The bathroom was so small, it was just, I barely fit in there. But today we're gonna find out if this town in Belgium is worth coming to. So stick around, let's see. We got a perfect weather. It's raining on us already. And let's find out if this is a good town to come to. The town is called Brussels. Believe it or not, I actually went around yesterday and I did about 3.5-3-ish miles. I walked around. It was a little bit warmer out, and I got the lay of the land. So I'm gonna take you guys to all the cool spots, and we have a great itinerary. Stick around, see if this is a worse place to visit or if it's a decent place to visit, and we'll do it in the rain for you today.
Okay, welcome back to the Ella of MitchEllaCo. I did make a cameo. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I'm trying to make it through for you guys. We've made it to the Royal Gallery, which is the first arcade in Europe. And if you've seen the last couple videos in Paris as well as Disney Paris, I was talking about arcades. It's not the video games that we're used to in America, but it's an indoor mall that's covered from the weather. What perfect day to be covered from the weather than when it's pouring in Brussels. So we're gonna venture in, and I hear they have fantastic chocolate.
Well, obvious right off is an American. Is it Haagen-Dazs American? Probably not, but right off they have Haagen-Dazs. So they're gonna have some good chocolate here.
We were just in Switzerland. If you haven't seen those videos, make sure you check them out. But Mitch had posted on socials, does anybody want me to bring some Swiss chocolate home? But really, Belgium is where the chocolate is from. And I hear in the gallery, what's it called? Royal Gallery, that there's multiple locations for these chocolate stores, so that if you were to stop in here, they might be a little too busy and you can find another location a little further into the city, so you can get all your souvenirs.
Guys, it's just everywhere. Belgium. So we've made it to the Grand Place, not palace, but place. I mean, it is a grand place. We're here. Look over here. So we're gonna see these cool buildings, beautiful, old, probably, I don't know how old, 1698. I was gonna say 1698. So in the 16s, they had a lot of stuff going on in the 16s. I actually heard there was some kind of trade thing. I read it online. So they're doing good. Money was coming in, you know it is. But they built all these beautiful, kind of Gothic buildings, is what I would say. And then I feel like Donald Trump was here because they threw gold on everything, and Trump's like, bam, gold, baby. I mean, I've seen his toilet. So this is a great place. A lot of tourism here. I could see on a nice warm day just sitting here and having a meal and just enjoying the beautiful architecture. You definitely need to come here. This was the first place on our to-do list, so it should be your first place on your to-do list if you're coming to Brussels inside of Belgium. We're at the Delirium Café. I can smell the alcohol. Like, it smells like alcohol. Like, it smells like, oh, like 2-day-old beer. Crazy. Ella was saying that this has notoriety and is a big deal because it has over, you ready for this? 2,000 beers on draft. On draft, you can pull 2,000. It's a lot of levers, it's a lot of beer. It smells like we're at the beer factory. I mean, I literally can smell the Simpsons. What's the guy's Homer Simpson. It's so much beer, and Duffman. It is crazy. But it does have a lot of notoriety and famous. If you are a drinker, which I know a lot of people like to drink different kinds of beers. I got a lot of friends that do that. This would be your go-to spot. Pretty amazing, to be honest. I'm telling you. If you guys had smell-o-vision, you can smell it through the camera. So Ella's gonna just do a 360 real quick to show you guys, and then look up, look down, look at it. It has this really like old feeling. One of the things is look at the cobblestone down here. I don't even know if that's cobblestone. Yeah, it is cobblestone. It has this really old like 1600 feeling, but then it also, they bring in like, it feels like one of those European towns where there's a lot of drinking, a lot of camaraderie. I'm sure if there's a soccer game on, these places are just crushing and there's tons of people down here. It really feels like a different country. So one of the things I would say is if you're in Brussels, make sure to, and you're wanting the experience, make sure to come down to these spots, because I actually did do, like I said earlier, I walked around the whole city, and it gets more industrial and a little bit more dirty. This feels like this is a tourism spot, so, and I would encourage stay in the tourism spot. Actually, don't go out to the non-tourism spot from what I experienced. But if you're looking for that really cool vibe of old and new, it definitely has it. We're gonna go check out some more chocolate for you guys. Okay, so we've made it over to the Choco-Story, but right before the Choco-Story, we have the comic book strip here. With the comic book strip here, I guess they're all over the town and you can find them. But Tintin, I think who that comic book is. There's a bunch of comic book strip paintings all around the city, and you can do a scavenger hunt and look for them all, take a picture in front of them, take a picture of them. But it is cool to see that they have murals, and someone took the time to do the art to do that. I will say, again, right outside of downtown Brussels, this is the most graffiti I've ever seen, and I live near Seattle and I live near Portland. There is just so much graffiti right on the outskirts of this downtown. So again, I would say stay downtown. I think there's some kind of soccer game thing going on, a little bit of alcohol involved, and a little bit of rah rah rah. I mean, we were just at the place that had 2,000 different beers, so they probably had 2,000 beers and now they're chanting over here. One of the things that I was looking at, because I'm Nigel Thornberry, that I was like, why is Belgium so famous for chocolate? Because chocolate's like grown in Africa and in humid climates, yet that's where our cocoa is. Yet Belgium's famous for it. So I don't know, I guess they brought a bunch of the cocoa up here, cacao, and then they started making chocolate up here, and then they became famous for good at making it, and then everyone wanted it. Don't know the story. But that being said, it's so famous here that they have a chocolate museum behind us. A museum of chocolate. I mean, come on, baby. Everyone likes chocolate. If you wanted to get your lady happy, bring her here. Museum of chocolate. Cool thing about this is, I've heard, I haven't seen, we haven't been in, is that you get to make your own chocolate. That's pretty cool. So you get to learn how to make your own chocolate and how to make it and put all the ingredients together. And you probably get to eat it, right? Yeah, you probably get to take it with you. Ella's nodding her head yes. Price tag. 2025, where we currently are, it is 18 euros to enter this per adult. There was a family package for 47 euros, which is pretty cool. This is definitely a family tour, a family cliche thing. So I'd highly recommend coming and checking it out here. We won't go in today. All these things are being really close. We haven't even walked a mile yet. So we're at the mannequin piss. I think the local soccer team is here, football club. Look at this. This is funny. Just if you look over here a little bit, it's that crazy, if you guys see the movie Euro Trip, we're in Euro Trip right now. This is great. But the little mannequin boy that we saw, mannequin PIS, mannequin piss, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the word piss on YouTube, but here we are. Ella said that it's super famous, you have to come see it, and it's had how many? 1,000 outfit changes. You know, that sounds like a lot, but I'm gonna be honest, I think Ella's had like 5,000 outfit changes, so she's kicking the mannequin's butt. But that being said, I love that we got to come here. Very immersive and cultural with seeing the soccer team and the chanting, and I'm getting like a contact alcohol drunk because there's so much alcohol that it's just, everyone's walking around with open alcohol. It's crazy here. Okay, so we made it a little bit further. This is what Mitch of MitchEllaCo has been talking about the entire time. So much graffiti. The crazy thing is, they even did it underneath here. They even got this van over here. This van has been graffitied. It's just a crazy town. This is crazy. Okay, so we've made it to a government building. This is is it called the Grand Palace? What is it called? The
Palace of Justice.
The Palace of Justice. It's where the policemen go. This is where the police go. Justice, baby. That being said, Ella's probably got the top of this. There might be a little bit of wind noise, that's okay. Absolutely huge. I mean, massive, massive, massive. It is under construction. Again, they put a little bit more gold. I love the gold that they put on the top up there, the little crown. I always think that looks so cool. I don't know how long it's been under construction, but Ella was saying the reason that you want to come here is because it is one of the largest structures, man-made structures in all of Europe, and it is so big. It is absolutely huge. We took a little elevator up over here. She's gonna pan over it. More construction and their things. There's also a Ferris wheel if you want to ride that, and that is called the View of Brussels. I don't know how much it costs, but being a tourism like we are, tourist like we are, that is definitely something you should do, is probably get on that. I'm sure to give you a great view. We do have a lot of overcast. We've looked at the forecast here. It seems to be an overcast type of country. There was a little bit of blue sky. But that being said, this should be on your stop just to appreciate the sheer size. Not going to be exciting, you know, it's not going to be as fun as the little town that we were just in, the downtown, with the chanting of the football team, the soccer team. That was great. That was a vibe. The little peen boy, that's a lot of fun. The drinking and the waffles. But just to come over here, it was about a mile walk away from that little downtown to see this. It's pretty impressive. I do feel like I'm just at a government building though. So if you're interested in architecture, come here and check it out. If you're not interested in architecture, just you're gonna swing by MitchEllaCo.com and you can pick up one of these cute little maps. We'll have this one. This is gonna be the perfect day in Brussels. And you can just, if you want to come here and check out the government building, definitely do it and you can check it off. If not, just cross it on out. We called this the Palace. It does look like a Palace of Justice. Okay, we've made it to the Square de Sablon. Nailed it, something like
Petite?
that. Oh, there was a word petite in there. Freaking missed it, darn it. That being said, this is a nice break from the graffiti. Come on guys, comment down below. The Mitch of MitchEllaCo is just a comic relief. He's not pretty, he's really goofy looking, but boy, he is so funny. That's all I need. I just need to have a couple jokes in there, be a little comic relief. That being said, it is nice to get away from the graffiti. It smells good in here, it's refreshing. It's just literally the same street that we were on with the big giant palace of the government justice building. You walk about a half mile and you get this. It's crazy because it's between all these buildings. Ella's gonna swing around real quick and show you this old Gothic church. Look at that, that's crazy. So that's just right behind us. It is really nice and beautiful and well maintained. Don't walk on the grass, you're not supposed to do that. But yeah, this is something that you should swing by. Probably we're almost 50-60% of the way through the video. By this point, you're probably going to be wanting, by the time that you get here, if you've only been drinking, you're probably going to want a coffee or something to pick you up. So it'd be nice to have a coffee and walk through here and just enjoy this part of Belgium. You know what would be a great thing to enjoy right here? A piece of chocolate. So we just went into this old Gothic church, or I don't even know this Gothic. It's beautiful. It's so crazy to see these things. I will say, when you become a tourist, I'm not a terrorist, I swear guys, I'm a tourist. It is cool to appreciate all cultures, whether it was from 500 years ago or whether it's current. It is really great to appreciate and go through. It is something to behold and look at. So I do recommend just taking a 5-second tour. And I think in the House of God, I think you're allowed to walk in. I don't think there's any fee or anything like that. So we walked in, we were gonna be respectful, not film inside there. But the stained glass, whew, a lot of hard work went into that. 500 years ago. Well, we've actually done a full circle and this is a perfect day in Brussels, in Belgium. Today is a better day than it was yesterday. I didn't show you guys yesterday. I actually stayed to the heavily tourist spots due to Ella's itinerary, which was really helpful. And I found that the city was not as bad as I thought. The places that I went when it was kind of like outside of the tourism, it was a pretty dirty city with a lot of graffitis and garbage and stuff everywhere. But what I found is that if you just stay to the hot tourism spots, they do a pretty good job of keeping it clean. One of the great things is that a couple things I'm going to mention that you should come here for if you're really interested Belgian. One, this is the birthplace of the French fry. I don't know how that works, but for the potato and the fry, I have no idea. This country's crazy. But right here is the Belgian frites. Frites are everywhere. They're French fries, and there's all different kinds of them. I mean, they have like just French fries and ketchup, a bunch of crazy sauces on them. I know that Canada always has the gravy on it, so this completely one-ups Canada because there's crazy times of French fries. The next thing is that there's every corner there's going to be chocolates. I mean, literally every corner there's going to be chocolates and waffles. So that's crazy. So we could probably just do a food tour, but if you don't really want to be too involved with the local food, don't worry. We got a Burger King right here. So if you need to hit a Burger King up, we literally, our hotel was on top of the Burger King. We stayed the night on top of the Burger King. And then the last thing is when you are down here and you're eating these tiny little hotels, I'm a big guy. It is definitely feel like a European tiny little village, but there are beautiful city landscapes behind here with the flowers and whatnot. So I really do hope that you guys found this video useful. This is probably the perfect day. You probably couldn't get a better day. If you're going to be traveling all of Europe, I do recommend making this and putting this on your to-do list. I think one day is really good enough. So I don't think you need more than one day here. So one day you can get it all done, and make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what your favorite part. I think the little wee, the wee guy peeing everywhere is probably my favorite part, with the football team going crazy. So make sure to swing by MitchEllaCo.com and grab your little perfect Brussels, perfect day, and we will see you guys on the next video. We're going to be heading north up to Amsterdam, and we're going to be crushing a hotel review up there and crushing a perfect day up there. So make sure to like, subscribe, swing by MitchEllaCo.com, and we'll see you guys on the next video. So Ella always says bonus clip because it's me, and you get bonus of me. No, just bonus clip. I've been seeing Smurfs everywhere, and it's like Smurfs July 31st in the theaters, which I was like, Ella, we should film that, because, and she's like, oh, it's just a movie coming out. I was like, oh, you're right. The Smurfs are from Belgium. They're everywhere, like literally like everywhere. These tiny little mushroom eating creatures, hilarious. I was like, why are there Smurfs toys everywhere? They're from Belgium. So if you're a big Smurfs fan, totally come here and grab a couple toys, put them in your little to-go box, bring them back home to your family. But there are Smurfs everywhere, and you can spot them, and I now know.